Hey y'all, it's Missy again. Thanks for joining me today. I have another layout for the Simple Stories creative team, and I'm going to be using the Sunshine and Happiness collection for this page. And this is the photo that I'm going to be starting with, and I do wind up changing it, but for now I'm going to sort of start my design. And I've had this loopy loop, whatever you want to call it, scribbly lines cut file in my silhouette library for a long time, and I just took several of the pattern papers in the collection and cut out several different ones. And I'm going to cut out this sunshine and cloud, and if you have seen this collection or you have any of it, then you know there are a ton of sunshines and clouds. And to me, every time I create a summertime pool layout, I feel like I have to have a sunshine on it somewhere. So that's kind of how I want my design to start, with those squiggly lines going behind the picture. So I've got some white cardstock here, and I want to play on the idea of the water in the pool. So I'm going to do some blue in my background. And this is just some acrylic paint that I have in that little bottle there. It's the cheap kind that you can find at Walmart or Michael's, or, you know, they're like 59 cents a bottle. And I'm just smudging it down with an old card. And I'm going to blend in some shimmers with it. And this is Vibes in Jenny B Blue. I know I use that color a lot. It is probably one of my all-time favorite shimmers colors because I love blue, and I create so many pool layouts that it's just the perfect shade to use. So I just did some splattering there. I just want this to be kind of subtle splatters on top of this acrylic paint. And I didn't use any gesso or anything since I was going to use that paint. So this is kind of the idea that I was going for. I wanted the loopy loops or the squiggles or the scribbles, whatever you want to call those, kind of just to create the look of happy-go-lucky and whimsical and just a fun summer carefree day. And I try to use some of the teal color shimmers here in, what's that color? Oh Say Can You See? But it turned out to be a little bit too green for what I was going for, so I went back to the Jenny B Blue. And I just want to add some more subtle variations of the blue here, because all this blue is going to be peeking through all of the cut files that I have there, and I didn't use any blue on those. I have blue in the photo, but all the papers that I've used up to this point that I've already got cut, they are all in different colors. So I've got orange, I've got green, I've got pink and yellow, and I just want this to look kind of messy and scribbly. Doodles, kind of like doodle, you know, when you just doodle. Yeah, doodle. You know what I'm trying to say, I hope. Yeah. I love how that looks, and I love this picture. My daughter looks so happy, and she's, if you know her, then you know when she puts her fingers in her ears and she closes her eyes and smiles, she is in heaven in her own little mind. So she is having just a great time, and I wanted to document that. However, I do change the photo here soon, and I'll explain that when I get there. But for now, I'm using this stencil with hearts, and this is one that we got in a hip kit not too long ago. And I'm using some of my Distress inks and my little round foam applicator there, the blending tool. And I just wanted to create some subtle hearts on the background here in coordinating colors. And yeah, I just wanted some orange and some yellow and some pink. It's just something fun, something a little extra to add to the detail of the background. And I can't remember all the names of those colors of those Distress inks right off the top of my head. So if you need to know one, let me know and I will look it up for you. So the more I went at this point, the more I realized that I've got so much blue in the background and I've got a lot of blue in the picture, which is what I wanted to do, but it's almost like the picture's getting lost because so much of the picture has blue in it. It was starting to I don't know what you want to say. It was getting me to the point where I didn't know what to do next. So I scrapped that photo and I pulled this one, mainly because I already had it printed and I like that there's pink in it and it kind of pulls some of the pink and there's not a whole lot of blue. So I'm going to put the pull picture aside. It's definitely going to be scrapped soon because it's one of my favorite pictures. But this one seems to just brighten up the layout a little bit more. I don't know. I think it was just because there was a lot of blue going on. And this photo doesn't have any blue in it except for her eyes, which you can't really tell at this point. But I like the pop of pink coming from her shirt. I think that was just what it needed to brighten up the page. And her name is Paige, so there you go. I'm going to add these little balloons here. I'm going to pop those up, and then my title is going to be She Brings Her Own Sunshine. And I'm going to use the sunshine sticker that came from one of the sticker sheets, and I created the She Brings Her Own on my Cameo in a font called Luna, and I just shrunk it down really small and used some of the coordinating papers that I cut the scribbly lines on, and I'm going to make that my title. And off camera I did do some stitching, I don't know if you can see it from here, in some gold thread through all of the loops in the background. And it does take me a little bit of time here to arrange all of those letters because I want the word sunshine to kind of overlap the balloons and the picture just a little bit. But before I stick it down, I'm going to add a little bit of thread in coordinating colors. That's the blue. And I like that it's peeking out from behind the cloud. Pink, and then I'm going to add some yellow over on the left, I think. And if you watched my other video for Simple Stories, I also used another set of balloons from the Carpe Diem collection. I just think they're cute, and they just, to me, they symbolize a good time and, you know, or a celebration. And anytime I scrap a cute picture of one of my kids, you know, it's always a celebration, right? And so I think balloons don't always just have to be used for a birthday. So now this takes me some time because I want to pop up sunshine, but it's so small and thin. I have to kind of hack up my enamel dot, those aren't enamel dots, pop dots, and make them really small so they'll fit underneath there. And so I've got that all organized, and I kind of arranged the letters of those words there kind of in alignment with the cloud. And I like how that looks. I'm going to continue working to the right, and I'm going to add another little sunshine, pink heart, a little blue heart, and I believe these are all die cuts, either from the Bits and Pieces pack and or the Snap pack, because in the Snap pack there is also a little package of die cuts. So I'm trying to get all of the colors represented over there on the right. And at this point I wasn't sure if I was going to pull in any of those adhesive brads or not, but I am going to use that little label over there on the left. It's got a pop of pink. And then to make these letters pop a little more, I didn't want to go with black because I didn't have any black going on in the layout. I didn't want to darken it. So I took my gold metallic pen and just kind of went around the letters. And in person you can see them pop a little bit more, but they still look, some of them look a little bit light, especially in She. So this is coming back to my shimmers here. I just wanted a little bit of an outline of blue around that white cloud. So that's all I'm doing here, is just dipping my brush in it and lightly going around the edges to give it a little bit of a blue shade. That makes it pop a little bit more. And then there are so many stickers in the Simple Stories collections. It is just crazy how many stickers there are. And so it takes me a while to look through them and find just the perfect one, but there's something in there for everybody. There are so many sentiments and so many cute little words. And a lot of stickers about, or a lot of sayings about sunshine, because obviously it's a summer collection. But I love that because Paige's nickname at school is Little Sunshine, so I love creating sunshine layouts about her. Now I'm going to fussy cut this heart out, even though it's a sticker, and use it over here on the left. And I am going to wind up using a brad. And if you have not tried the Simple Stories brads, they are awesome. They are flat and adhesive on the back, so you do not have to puncture holes in your paper, and they stick very nicely. So I'm going to place some little hearts around the page. And then I decided to do a little cluster at the bottom. I added a couple of paper strips. I fussy cut that little label piece, or it looks like a label, out of one of the cut apart sheets, and add another little set of balloons down there. And I'm just going to go through the stickers and add another little label sticker down there. Again, I tried to represent all the colors. I've got the yellow, the blue, the green, the pink. Well, not the green. I don't think I put green down there. I don't have a whole lot of green on this. There's a little bit of green in the background, I think, but it's definitely not a major color. And I am going to use that cute little smiley face brad. And there's the final layout. I love how this turned out. It's one of my favorites so far. I love the summer colors and just the brightness and the whimsicalness, I know that's not a word, of it, but it was really fun to put together. I love how the die cuts make this look really, really fun. So let me know if you have any questions about any of these products or anything that I did here, any names of any colors or anything like that. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.